with the NBA season about halfway done now, I wanted to go into my beginning of the year before the year predictions. This came out, or I made this, I guess, of last year. So this was before Ben Simmons news came out. This is before the Kyrie Irving news came out. So stuff like that isn't going to track super well because this is all before we knew that was going to happen. I'm not going to mess with the end of the year awards today, or like the NBA first team and all that, or my 1 through 10 position rankings because that's so objective. It's crazy. I'm going to do the standings and where they are right now, the All Stars, because All Star teams are coming up, and then stuff I was low, stuff I was high on, give myself props or call myself stupid. Also, before we get in here today, I wanted to talk about the Cam Reddish trade because the Cam Reddish trade happened like 10 minutes before I was starting to record. So, for those of you who don't know, today Woj broke that the New York Knicks were acquiring Cam Reddish, 22 years old, and that the Atlanta Hawks were getting Kevin Knox a first round pick, and the Hawks were also sending a second round pick for like 2022. I think that the Hawks are making this deal to make a bigger deal in the future, trying to get off Cam Reddish to get that first round pick so that they can go after the likes of Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. However, I don't know. I think the Hawks probably could have gotten more. I think the Knicks ultimately just hit a home run with this deal. And if the Hawks aren't able to do the Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris trade, then this was a complete failure of a trade for them. But if they are able to do something with that first round pick, and maybe they really like Kevin Knox, then this ended up being very good for them. So that was quick thoughts on the Cam Reddish trade. So whatever. So the first thing is we'll go into the awards. So my award at the beginning of the year was none other than Kevin Durant. And right now, according to the basketball, oh, good lord. Right now, according to the Basketball Reference award tracker, Kevin Durant is sitting third, behind the likes of Giannis and Nikola Jokic. Giannis is someone I had coming in third, with Luka Doncic coming in second. Now, unfortunately for me and all the Mavs fans in the world, Luka Doncic is not on here. Actually, he's right there. But other way, he's not on here. Defensive Player of the Year. Like I said, Ben Simmons is not playing so far this year, so he obviously can't win the award. However, Rudy Gobert and Giannis are both very likely candidates to win the award this year, so I'll give myself a win for the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year so far. Coach of the Year, Frank Vogel, Eric Spoelstra, and Monty Williams. I don't think I could have missed worse with the Frank Vogel pick. Right now, the Lakers are barely above 500, and they are struggling, and Frank Vogel is kind of on the hot seat from what I can tell. He's not on a super confident place with his team, so Frank Vogel, complete miss. Couldn't be more wrong. Monty Williams and Eric Spoelstra, I don't think they're going to win the award, but life goes on. Rookie of the Year, Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, and Cade Cunningham. Now, everyone that knows anything I do knows I was very high on Evan Mobley coming into the year. Jalen Green, I thought he was going to get all the opportunity in the world, and he kind of has, but he just hasn't been able to make the most of the opportunity. And Cade Cunningham, I knew Cade Cunningham was going to have that injury. I didn't know how long it was going to take for him to come back. But I would actually say that Evan Mobley was a pretty good pick here. Now, according to the official NBA site, Franz Wagner is number 1, with Evan Mobley coming in second. And then you got Scotty Barnes and Cade Cunningham. So I had 2 of the top 4 in my number 1 spot. So, hey, I'll take it. Sixth Man of the Year, Jordan Clarkson, Reggie Jackson, and Kobe White. I think Jordan Clarkson was the consensus kind of pick for everybody. I think this year it's going to be Tyler Hero that wins the award. So I didn't have Tyler Hero on here. So Not even a top 3. Kobe White's just coming back with injury. Reggie Jackson's been starting this year, and Jordan Clarkson's just done regular Jordan Clarkson things. So 6th man of the year, just nope, no good. Most improved player. Now, something that you're going to see a whole lot on here is that I really, really liked this man right here. I really like Keldon Johnson. Also, just came out that the Denver Bull trade just got voided because Bull did not pass the physical with the Detroit Pistons. Wow. That sucks. So something you're going to see a whole lot this year, or on this page, is that I really liked this guy, Keldon Johnson. I thought Keldon Johnson would be an all-star. I thought the Spurs would have either DeJounte Murray or Keldon Johnson make that jump to the next level. And unfortunately, it happened to be DeJounte Murray. Now, while I was picking between Keldon Johnson and DeJounte Murray for most improved and all-star, I thought that Keldon Johnson would get more opportunity this year, and he kind of has. But I thought that he would be getting the DeJounte Murray touches, and that DeJounte Murray would be getting the Keldon Johnson touches, and Keldon Johnson would take the step forward, and that the Spurs might even trade DeJounte Murray. Now, it kind of seems like the complete opposite has happened, so it's all right. Malik Beasley was also someone I really liked this year. Both of those players you can barely see it right here. The players I was high on, there's Keldon, there's Malik, and there's Rui Hachimura, all 3 of these players. Most improved player is so hard to predict because you have to predict a player taking a jump. Now this year, I think John Morant's going to win it. But there's also a couple other players, like you had Miles Bridges at the beginning of the year, that I guess you could still make an argument for. There's so many players that you can make an argument for. My all-star ballot. Now, like I said, I made this before the year started, before the Zion news came out, before the Ben Simmons news came out, before Kyrie Irving decided he was only going to play in away games. So you've got to cut me a little bit of a break here. So starters, Luka Doncic, he's going to be an all-star. Trae Young, going to be an all-star. Steph Curry, going to be an all-star. Giannis, going to be an all-star. LeBron, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic. Great picks right there. Now, those aren't exactly hard picks to make, but they are all-stars nonetheless. Zion Williamson. Anthony Davis. It's kind of a 50-50 for all-star this year, in my opinion. Ben Simmons for all-star. Paul George. Paul George was going to be an all-star, and I think he still will be, but the report came out that he's probably not going to play for the rest of the year, that it's likely he might not play for the rest of the year. So that really sucks because I really, really like Paul George, and I thought he was going to have just a home run season, and unfortunately, doesn't seem to be happening. Damian Lillard, probably not going to be an all-star this year. Kyrie Irving. LaMelo Ball, I had it as a first-time all-star this year. I think LaMelo Ball will be an all-star this year, so good for him. I really thought he was going to be. Keldon Johnson, nope. Jimmy Butler has an argument. Bradley Beal has an argument. Zach LaVine has an argument for being a starter. He's definitely an all-star. Jason Tatum, 99% sure he's going to be an all-star. DeAndre Ayton, I thought DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker were going to get the spot for the Suns because I had the Suns being super, super good this year. Unfortunately, Chris Paul is still Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton hasn't sustained what he was in the playoffs last year. John Morant, all-star, 100%, probably going to be a starter above Luka Doncic. Sweat these two out, and you got everything probably right except Keldon Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, which... wrong. I'm going to assume are wrong. Now for the playoffs. So the standings I have right here. This, like I said, way before the year started, before a lot of stuff came out. So the glaring thing that you're looking at the very first thing is, oh my God, the Lakers are first. Yep, they are. I thought the Lakers were going to be that team that you didn't want to mess with. I didn't think Russell Westbrook was going to be very good this year, but I also didn't think he was going to be the worst player in the league. Denver Nuggets. This is. Think I thought that Jamal Murray was going to come back, and if I didn't, then I thought that Jokic and Aaron Gordon were going to have just this amazing year. I thought the Bowl would get minutes, and none of that happened. So the Nuggets are right now, they're sitting in the 6th seed, so, flip 1 and 6. The Warriors super low. Whoa. Yeah. So I thought Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins would kind of have a year like last year until Klay Thompson came back and they all started to gel again. Nope. Everyone's looked like they're playing for their lives out there, and they're playing super hard, playing super well. The Mavericks, the 5 seed, perfect, right where they are, right where I think they'll be the entire year. Jazz, the 4 seed, right where they are right now, right where I think they'll be the entire year. Phoenix Suns, the 3, they're currently sitting at the number 1, so I guess wrong. Memphis Grizzlies. Was I low? Did I say I was low on the Memphis Grizzlies? Nope. Okay. So I thought that John Morant would have another year like he had last year. They'd kind of be in the same spot. They'd get another pick that they'd probably nail something. I didn't like the Steven Adams for Jonas Valanciunas trade when it happened. I still don't really like it. But now I realize that it was to get John Morant the ball more, to get Jonas Valanciunas away from the team because he was taking a whole lot of shots. So right now they're sitting at the 3 seed, so I was completely wrong about them. Clippers at the 7th, they're perfectly at 7 right now. The Pelicans, I thought Zion would be back, so that sucks. Trailblazers, they are currently at the 10th seed, so I am right there. I liked the Rockets a lot more than other teams did, or than other people did. I thought Jalen Green would immediately come in and be pretty good. Now, I knew that he wouldn't come in and immediately make them a playoff team, but I thought that Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr. would be playing a whole lot better than they are. Not that they're playing bad. I thought they'd just be playing better. And then these are the bottom 5 teams right there. Those are all pretty correct. Now, out east, Brooklyn at the... Oh, sorry, I didn't see the Bulls, and I was scared. Right now, we have Brooklyn at the 1 seed. Right now, they're sitting at the 2 seed in real life. Miami's sitting at the 3 seed in real life, so I was right there. The Chicago Bulls are right now sitting at 1st seed in the East, so move the Nets down 1. Bucks are sitting at the 4 seed, so... But the Celtics, I thought were going to be performing a whole lot better than they are right now. I was completely right about the Hornets sitting at 7 right now. But the biggest thing right now is that the Cleveland Cavaliers are at the 13th seed, when in real life, they're at the 6th seed. Now, they might fall back down to the 13th, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now, everything else around here is pretty right. Magic and Pistons are down here, of course. Wizards are kind of down there. They've kind of started to slow down. The Knicks are... Well, right now they're out of the play-in, but they just smoked the Mavs last night, so whatever. And then finally for today, players I'm high on and players I'm low on. All right, so start with a high on. Evan Mobley, very good, preceding a lot of people's expectations. LaMelo Ball, going to be an all-star. Josh Green. Rui Hachimura just started playing for like 2 nights ago, so I guess I was wrong there. Keldon Johnson, while he's not doing what I thought he was going to be doing over on the All-Star side, he's still having a very good year. I think he's shooting like the best he's ever shot from 3. Lonzo Ball, career year. Malik Beasley not having he's having a very good year, don't get me wrong, but I thought he would be the 3rd best player above D'Angelo Russell. He hasn't been, but he's still very good, so about 50-50 there. Moses Brown. This is before I knew he was going to be a Maverick, actually. So wrong, I guess, because he's been pretty bad, but he's still like 22. Mo Bamba, he's finally getting some playing time. Very happy for him there. Don't get me wrong, but not exactly super great. Cam Johnson, I love Cam Johnson. He's, I think he's the best volume 3-point shooter in the league right now statistically. So I'll give myself a good for that. Colin Sexton injured like 2 weeks into the season, but it was averaging like 20. Darius Garland has an argument for being an All-Star this year. Teams I was high on, the Mavericks, obviously. Hornets, I thought that LaMelo Ball and James Bouknight would be very good. Chicago Bulls, currently sitting at the 1 seed. Houston Rockets, eh. And the Denver Nuggets, kind of I'll give myself a not very good on that. Players low on. Russell Westbrook. Cha-ching. Kevin Love having a very good resurgence here this year. Very good for him. Andrew Wiggins having the best year of his career. Blake Griffin fallen off a cliff. Victor Oladipo hasn't played. Josh Giddey, Rookie of the Year candidate. Absolutely wrong there. Pascal Siakam has come back a couple weeks ago now and's been doing pretty well since he's come back. So I was wrong there. Al Horford. I think he's doing pretty well this year. I'm not watching a whole bunch of Celtics games because I'd rather kill myself than watch that team. But from what I've heard and from what I have seen in the limited time, he's been very good defensively for them, kind of an anchor. Now, I might be completely wrong, but from what I've seen and heard, he's having a pretty good year. Teams I was low on, Knicks, they are underperforming. Wizards started out super hot. Now they're kind of underperforming from where they were at the beginning. Sacramento Kings, underperforming. Boston Celtics, underperforming. Toronto Raptors, underperforming unless your name is Fred VanVleet. That is all. So thank you guys for watching. At the end of the year, I'll go back through this right here, the rookie first team, and then all my All-NBA teams and stuff right here. But until then, I will see you guys next time.